Good morning, everyone. We are Good Morning Games, and we are back. Today,
We're back.
We're back. Today, we are going to talk about Mario Golf Super Rush. We've been playing it now. Came out last Friday, and I've been playing it a lot. I beat the story mode, played a lot of online, so I feel like I got a good grasp of it.
Yeah, I've played it quite a bit too. Getting through the story mode, I think I have one course left to do, but not quite the game that either of us wanted, I don't think, but also not like a huge disappointment or anything like that.
Yeah. So maybe let's first just talk about I don't know. What do you want to talk about first? There's like we can talk about the online. We can talk about the adventure mode. We can talk about just in general, like the game, what we think.
Yeah, I mean, all right. So it's a solid golf game. Like the mechanics work well. Playing golf in this game, I think, is fun. Like there's stuff you have to account for, like the wind and a few wacky Mario style elements when you're hitting your shot. That stuff is all good and it's all there and it all works in my opinion. And so that's fine. But then like when you get into what you expect from a Mario Golf, which is either a fleshed out story mode or weird wacky shit on the courses to hit around, there's a little bit of that, but everything just kind of feels like it wasn't fully realized or something. And hopefully that can get fixed with DLC, but I don't know. It just I would give it like a 7 out of 10. It's good. It's not great, and it's not bad. It's just kind of there.
Yeah. So what I would say is, and this is kind of what you said, I'm just kind of rewording it, is like I wish that one aspect of this game like was amazing.
Yeah,
because it seems like the golf adventure, the story mode, it's like pretty good, but I beat it the entire thing in like a weekend. And then like even with Tennis Aces, that story mode sucked. This story mode's definitely better than that.
Definitely way better than that.
But like at least with Tennis Aces, the online mode was really good where it had like tournaments that made you want to keep coming back. Mm-hmm. And it had like scoring, so you only played against people that was your level. And I guess I'm gonna like go into that first, because that's that's my biggest complaint with this for sure. I honestly was overall with the adventure mode, I was fine with it. Like it was way better than Tennis Aces, so I was good. But I don't like that online you just play a game and there's nothing to like get from it.
Yeah.
You don't level up. There's no tournaments to win. There's nothing, and I'm sure that they will add something, but there's just like, I don't know. I played a ton in the last couple of days of just like, I got online and I'm really just playing the standard golf. I actually like just standard better than speed or battle. And like I'll just play a match and it's like, cool, I won. Well, there's zero to show for it. Like there's absolutely nothing to show for it. And another issue that comes from that is even in tennis, like if someone quit the match or if there was like a network error, you would win and the person who quit lost points. But here, like I've had games where I'm playing someone and I'm up by quite a bit and they just drop out. And then there's no punishment for that. Because it's just like, all right, well, I guess I won the game, but
Yeah. That's funny that you say like there's no level up or like point system or anything. Nintendo just can't seem to get that aspect right of a lot of its games. Like I remember in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, you get points for finishing a race. You get more points if you win. But even if you lose, you still get a point, which just drove me insane. And like, also, I remember that in ARMS too. Like if you won, you got a certain amount of points, and if you lost your match, you still got a point. And then in Mario Golf, they're just like, we're not doing any points. Nobody gets any points. It's just so dumb. It seems like such an easy thing to be able to do. Like you win, you move up, you progress. You lose, you either go nowhere or you go backwards. That's it. That's all you got to do.
Yeah, exactly. It's in every game, and I have to think that this is going to be added, because if it's not, that's just ridiculous. But yeah, like any online game, that's how it works. And that it's not only so that it's like more fun, it's so that you're playing against people that are your level.
Yeah.
Like right now, I could be playing against a little baby and I wouldn't know. Like, I don't know.
Well, what if are you saying little babies can't win?
Well, I just mean, I don't know. It's really frustrating to me. And so, yeah, I just wanted to bring that up first because that's for sure my biggest complaint. Because once I finish the story mode, that's really all there is. You know, like I'm done with story mode, so now I'm just going to play online, which that's fine. But I don't know.
There's nothing to incentivize to keep coming back.
Yeah, even with Tennis Aces, like that had me for like a good month because I like wanted to win tournaments and like and it was really tough to get first place in a tournament of like all these people, and so it was rare when I would actually win the tournament. So I kept going back and wanting to win, and now they just don't have that, and I don't know, it pisses me off. I'm like already kind of like, all right. I don't know. I don't have anything to show for any of this.
Well, Skyward Sword comes out in 2 weeks, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I definitely hear what you're saying. There's story mode, like it's fine. It's not bad, but it kind of is bad. I don't want to say it feels like just a huge tutorial because it's more than that.
It does though. I get what for sure.
Yeah, it's more than that, but it's at the same time. It could also kind of be boiled down to that because some of the stuff and like the writing, not that I want like my Mario Golf game to be like a masterpiece, but they're like, oh, there's a storm, so the course is messed up and you can't go golf. Oh, okay. I guess I'll just do something else and then come back when they clean everything up. Like it's very generic. I did when the first time I opened story mode and started playing and there were like Koopas just chilling out and like sitting on the bench, I was like, this is awesome. Like I love when you take a game, like maybe make a spin-off of the game and then you see the characters do like in a different environment. I like that type of thing. So
yeah,
seeing all these Mario characters just chilling at like a golf club was really cool to me.
Mm-hmm.
I liked that. And then yeah, like I said, like some of the writing and stuff is just it's pretty bad. I don't
know. Yeah, so with the story mode, yeah, a lot of what I'm gonna be probably talking about, and I think both of us are gonna be talking about, is kind of the more negative things, only because, but the main reason for me is because like I think it's close. Like I think think this game like really could have been like a 9 out of 10. Like it's really close in every area, and so that's what frustrates me. The story mode, yeah, I felt the same way. I was like, oh, this is awesome. There's like a world. There is like different. You go, you beat everything in one course or world, whatever, and go to the next. That's really cool. And there's also, do you know what part you're at yet? Have you, like, you said you think you're at like the second to last?
I have the silver medal, and I just did like a practice round for the second to last course. So I have to do the actual round and then I'll move on to the last course.
Have you've like ran into like Wario and Waluigi?
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. So that even proves my point more. So like really, it's probably about right where you are. Like they introduce Wario and Waluigi as like bad guys, and there's like this story part of it just comes out of nowhere. and it goes like from the second to last course to the end. And it's like, it seemed like it was just getting going. And there's like, it's like, it feels like everything up to then is kind of like a tutorial. And then, oh wait, the story's about to begin. And there's like bosses and stuff. And it just lasts for like 2 hours. So I thought that was really weird too.
Yeah, that's no good. Especially like, we're both big fans of Golf Story.
Yes.
And like, this is nowhere close to anything like that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, definitely not. Not
that it needs to be, but it's not close to any of the previous Mario Golf Story mode, like the GBA or 3DS ones. Like it's not even close.
Yeah. I did like overall I had fun, and that one thing was really weird in the second world where you took your you took a shot and you had to make it in all the holes, and when you made it in one you started from there. And that was another thing where it was like I don't know if I liked it or not, but it was like this weird quirky thing, and then they never do it again at any point of anything. Like I don't know, it was just weird to me.
Yeah,
I don't know.
It was weird. I did not like that one.
I didn't really either. I think it was kind of more frustrating because you had to like catch the wind and like it was kind of frustrating,
kind of weird. There's just I gotta think that this game was probably hurt by the pandemic and everything, as probably a lot of games are coming out this year. Maybe they had to scale it back to get it out in the summer. I don't know. I think Nintendo usually holds a game until it's ready.
Yeah, that's the only reason I'm like, I don't know.
I don't know. There's something weird going on with this one. Everything we saw leading up to its release made it look amazing. Yeah. and then and they had this emphasis on content, courses, like golfers, story mode, speed mode, battle mode, and like none of it's really fleshed out. I don't know.
And this is probably just me because I really haven't seen this complaint from anyone else. But another thing is like, I think that the whole draw of this game, or like what they're trying to make the draw, is that speed golf. And I like regular golf better. Like I in the story mode, I kept waiting for I was like excited to play the new course. And then every time almost it was like, you're going to do speed golf. And I was like, oh man, like I just want to play golf. Like, I don't know. I don't know. That's probably just me because it seems like everyone has a lot of fun with speed golf. And I definitely don't hate it or anything. I just like regular golf. And that's what I've been playing online. It's just, I've played everyone just regular standard golf.
Yeah, I like the speed golf. We just played at Match right before we started recording. We just played some online speed golf. I thought it was fun. I thought it was funny. Like I was laughing to myself as we were sprinting down the course.
Yeah, I guess that's another thing now that you've mentioned that. I literally have not played with anyone that I know. That was the first time I've played with anyone that I know. So that's probably part of it.
Yeah. Yeah, so I don't know. I liked speed golf. I think it's a really cool new addition. There are some drawbacks. Like it's weird hitting a golf ball and then not seeing exactly where it lands until you get up to it. That took a minute to get used to, but isn't like a deal breaker by any means for me. And battle mode, we did a quick match of battle mode as well. That seems like it could be fun with maybe 4 people if they're all your friends, but I don't think I'd really want to hop online and play that with random people. It doesn't seem that good.
Yeah, and that's one I really have not played, but from what I understand, I think there's only 2 courses too. So that's kind of
that sucks.
You know, that like it's like okay. They're both kind of that style that we just played where it's like a stadium.
Yeah. This game is dying for DLC.
Yeah.
Already.
And it showed in that trailer at E3 there's going to be like a new Donk City, so that'd be cool. Yeah. That's what it needs. I'm kind of jumping all over the place, but I know that a big complaint, and I think you mentioned it too, is that these courses aren't like, you know, there's not that much Mario flair to them. That doesn't really bug me. If the game was how it is right now, it could definitely benefit from that. But I think if it was like better in other ways, it doesn't bug me that much that it's just regular golf courses.
Yeah. No, there is some Mario stuff, and it doesn't really bug me a lot either. I kind of wish there was maybe like hopefully in the DLC, we'll get 1 or 2 courses that are just jam-packed with like weird obstacles to golf around. I would like that option, but I definitely don't want every course to be that. So
yeah. And like you said, there are some stuff. There's like there's the stormy course, like with even just like not being able to hit it when it's lightning. That's like, at least that's like a little quirk to it.
Yeah, that was cool.
And like, even though that's annoying, and I think that there's there's a few other things like that. So there is like Mario-ness to it. Yeah, but yeah. Let's see.
I think of the 16 golfers, like I think there's maybe 5 or 6 different power-ups between all of them. They don't all have a unique one. Right? So that was kind of...
Oh, yeah. Yes, I know what you're saying.
Some have repeat power-ups.
Yes, I think like the special shot.
Yeah, the special shot. That's what I mean.
Yeah. There's like, I think there might only be 3.
Oh, 3?
I'm not positive, but I there's like, it hits things on impact, and then there's one where it hits things like on the way. I think Yoshi has a unique one.
Luigi's got the ice one.
Oh, maybe there are more. Maybe there are some different things. I don't know. I've mainly been playing as Donkey Kong, so
okay.
I couldn't tell you.
I haven't played with every golfer yet, but yeah. I guess there's a few. I'm looking at the menu now. There's some unique ones. There's some good ones.
Yeah,
but they're not all unique. But anyway, hopefully there is space on the character select screen for more characters to be added. Looks like there's space for probably 4 more. Of course, they could always change that, but or maybe that's just my screen. Maybe 5 more. We'll see what they decide to do with that, because they did say free character and course pack, right, or something like that.
Yeah, and I remember I was kind of done with Tennis Aces when they really were going hard with the updates. But from what I heard, they did add a lot of stuff to tennis.
Yeah, there were a shitload of tennis like characters added to that game.
Yeah, and then I think they added a couple new modes too. So yeah, I'm interested to see what they do with this. I did like, back to the story mode, I liked that there was I liked that you leveled up and could like change your stats. One weird note, and it's not a huge deal at all, but when you finish the game, first off, you don't really know you're about to finish it. And
is this a spoiler alert?
No. It's not a spoiler at all. It's just that when you finish the game, however your character's stats are, that's what they are. You know, like you can't go back and change it. So it's like now my character is set how he is. I don't think I can go back and rearrange.
I've been pumping everything into strength, into power.
I did
hit bombs down the links.
Yeah, that's the thing, is I kind of did the opposite. Like I started doing that, and then I started pumping it into all the other stuff, and so like my speed, control, and spin I think are all like 9s or 10s. But then like now I'm kind of like, oh, I wish I had more stamina or things like that. So, but I don't think I can go back and change that. So that's just a little, I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not a big deal.
Yeah, my spin is at 1. And my power's at 15, I think.
Oh yeah. But see, that again, if you're playing mainly like speed golf, then that's probably all that really matters.
Yeah. That's the other thing. There you can get by in this game hitting decent shots without getting too technical with your shot. Like they definitely give you the tools to fine-tune your shot, you know, to be really accurate, like with the wind and the gradient change and all of that stuff. But if you just ignore all of that and just kind of wing it, you could do pretty well in the game as well.
Yeah.
Which I think that's fine. It has to be accessible, but then the option to get deep with it is there if you want it. So I think that's good.
No, yeah, definitely. There was a couple cool. There was a couple things that I did like in the story mode where you can go to the practice course and they'll have those like kind of side missions. You know what I'm talking about? Where like
yeah.
And there was a few things in there
side missions. I didn't even think of them as side missions.
yeah. There was a few things where like I did it and I was like, oh, I didn't really realize. Like I learned things that you could do that I mean, it's not like they were anything crazy, but it made me better. It made me better.
Yeah, totally. The stuff it actually does help, like doing the side missions. Yeah. Their story mode. There was some. I know. We're jumping all over the place, but
that's all right, whatever.
There was some weird stuff in it. Like I remember in the beginning, it was like it's set up like this is going to be a cool adventure mode. You go to the clubhouse, you get some information, you do a practice mode, and then they're like, okay, the tournament starts tomorrow. Go home and go to bed.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. So I went back to my house. For some reason, Birdo is in the kitchen
Yeah.
cooking food in my kitchen. So I guess I'm married to Birdo or like something. Then I go upstairs and go to bed. And then I just walk back to the clubhouse. Birdo is still there in the morning. And then I walk back to the clubhouse and they're like, okay, time for the tournament. And I'm like, why did I need to do that?
Yeah.
Like, what did that do?
Yeah. And that kind of goes back to like, it seems like they had like this, it seems like they had maybe the intention of making it bigger than it was. And then, like, as they're making it, they're like, like, that seems like a lot of work.
I don't know if we'll just have you walk to your house and go to bed. So it feels like a big thing, but it's really not at all.
Yeah, it seems like it had aspirations. Like, it's like, oh, this is going to be this crazy big adventure. And then they kind of just like scaled it back. And it's like, it has the feel of like an RPG, but it doesn't get there. It's just very, very basic.
Yeah, it doesn't get there. Feels very basic. It's like my first golf adventure mode or something.
Yeah.
Like it's weird. The other thing I noticed walking around in the adventure mode, some stuff looks really good. I think some of the characters look pretty good and some of the buildings are like designed well. And then I saw the golf carts that are just randomly parked, and I was like, what on earth? Like,
I didn't even notice that.
Oh my god, the golf carts look horrendous. And it's not like you even use them in this game, so that's probably why they didn't spend a lot of time on them, but they look, I don't know what happened, but and maybe it's just me, but like the golf carts that are parked around the golf club look horrible.
Oh wow, I'm gonna have to look. But even you just saying that, like talking about golf carts, like this is like a Mario game. Like, why don't they have like cool, like, oh, like you got to go catch this on the golf cart, or like, you know, like just like weird, fun things to do in the story mode. I don't know. I just felt like I felt like everything that you did in story mode was either a tutorial or it was speed golf for the most part. Yeah. And so, I wish there was just a little bit more. And also I gotta say, they kind of did. That was a little schemy how I remember one of the last advertisements they did. I don't know if it was the E3 or something. They showed you like fighting a boss. Do you remember that? There was like an ad. Maybe it was just like something they put up on YouTube like a couple weeks before it came out. It was like, and there's epic boss battles. And I think there were 2 boss battles in the whole game. So it was like, okay, there's not.
Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah.
So I think the adventure mode probably takes like somewhere around 4 hours to complete if you're cooking through it. Like if you lose somehow, it could definitely take longer. Mm-hmm. Or if you decide to talk to every single character,
yeah.
It could take longer probably, but
I think I did everything. I didn't leave a place without doing everything, and I feel like it took me probably like 6 hours, 6 or 7 hours.
Okay, that's not terrible.
I could be wrong. I'm kind of just guessing, but I felt like, it was probably like 6 hours. But yeah, I did everything, so I don't think I could have done much more. Yeah.
I don't know. Super Rush had really high hopes for it. Again, it sounds like we're bashing it, but it's
solid.
It's solid. It's a solid 7.
I think we were both just really hyped for it, and so and it looked great. It's a golf game. It's a Mario golf game, which I don't know. That's awesome.
We hadn't had a home console Mario golf game since the GameCube, so expectations were high, to say the least.
Yeah, and again, I just think the thing that brings me down is just that it has the potential, and it just didn't meet it.
Yeah. Have you used motion controls?
Not once.
Yeah, I haven't tried them either. Maybe I should try those out.
Yeah, and again, that's probably. I will say, like I said, this is meant to be obviously kind of like a party game in a sense. And I know you were
Yeah.
playing like with your family. I
Yeah.
really have not played with like anyone. I've only played on. Just played like online with people I don't know. So I'm sure if I had like friends over and we were playing speed golf, it would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, definitely. I think it is a great party game. And I'm looking forward to doing 4-player online mode as well. So far I've just played with you, so we've done like some 2-player, but yeah, it is fun playing with other people. And I can't wait to see what they decide to add as far as courses go. You know, the new Donk City is pretty awesome. And have they shown any other courses?
I don't think so. I think that's it.
Yeah, hopefully they get pretty crazy with the added courses, and hopefully we get Diddy Kong in this game because for some reason, again, he's left out. Some of the stuff that they did add, like King Babam and Pauline and Chargin' Chuck, I think those are really cool characters to have in here. And also the intro video. The first time I turned this on and watched the intro video, it made me so hyped up. I was
too.
like, yes!
Me too.
Yes, Mario Golf. I was so excited.
Yeah.
Just showing all the different characters and everything. And yeah.
That's funny you pointed that out because I thought the same thing. I was like, oh shit, this is about to be amazing.
Yeah.
I kind of wish I hadn't seen like any reviews before. Sometimes I gotta stop doing that. Like sometimes it like clouds my judgment. And I mean, I agree with what most people are saying anyways, but like for that second when I saw that video, I was like, oh, this seems like it's gonna be awesome. But all those fucking reviews said like this or that. So, but yeah, that video was epic.
Yeah. I don't think I would give it lower than a 7.
No, me neither. Again, it sounds like we're really critical, but I have really enjoyed it. I have another thing that makes, that makes me think there obviously is more, it's not just super basic, is that I have gotten better. 100% have gotten better as I've been playing and played more online matches. So, I mean, there clearly is, mechanics to learn and improve at and get better because I can I've played games where I'm making like long bomb putts that are like super angled, and I would have never been able to do that the first time I played it. And so I don't know. There is depth to it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, definitely. The mechanics and just how you play the game. There's definitely depth to it, and like you said, I'm still getting better too. So that's good. I'm glad you don't just know the game like within the first 20 minutes of playing it, like you just are a master. I think it's going to take a long time to get like really good at this. So that like makes me think, okay, since the game is laid out like that, hopefully they support it for a while.
Yeah. I think they will. I mean, just because they did so well with so much with tennis. So yeah, I hope, I mean, even if we get some more characters every once in a while, we get maybe some more courses. If they add, like I said, with like the online point system, even if they did point systems and if they added point systems and tournaments, I would come back to this game like every day and at least play one match.
Yeah, same.
And then I don't know, maybe they could add some like challenges or stuff like that. I think just adding stuff like that would make this at least go up to an 8 or at least.
Yeah, definitely. If there were maybe if there were maybe 2 more courses and an online point system, that would make me want to bump it up to an 8, definitely.
Yeah. And those aren't those aren't that crazy. So I think that they will, I guess.
Yeah. 6 is just, I know these are 2 completely different games, but PGA 2K21 that came out last summer, obviously that's a golf simulator. That game has like endless courses because you can you can play on, you could find courses online that people have made, but it has endless courses and this has 6. So for a golf game, it just feels like there's not enough.
Yeah, and that and this goes back to what we talked about the I said that it doesn't really bug me that there's not that much quirk to like the courses. But at the same time, they do feel, even these 6 courses, they feel pretty samey. Like the whole, like the first hole, I don't know. Like I can't, apart from the atmosphere, there's nothing that you can really tell them apart. And like each hole, they're either a long hole or a short hole, and you can't really.
Yeah.
And so I know that's how it is, like in real life in golf courses. They're not that different.
You either get a par 3, par 4, par 5.
But if you're only gonna have 6 courses, I would like them to be like, pretty extravagant and like,
yeah, exactly. That's where the criticism comes in.
Yeah, if there was way more courses, then it's okay. But yeah, you'd think that they would make them a little, I don't know, more kooky.
Yeah, get some more kooky courses in there, Nintendo.
Yeah. Anything else? I will say I have not. I'm literally looking right now. I have not even tried solo challenge, but I think that's just like playing by yourself.
Yeah, I haven't tried it either. I'll dive into that at some point, but I don't know. I wish there was something to do with golf carts. Speed golf with a golf cart would be awesome.
Yeah.
I wish there were a couple more courses, and I wish there was an online point system. But other than that, pretty solid effort. Happy to have Mario Golf on a home console, since it somehow missed the Wii and the Wii U.
Which is crazy.
Doesn't make any sense. Hopefully it gets some support and some love from Nintendo over the next few months or whatever. But yeah, that's my take on Mario Golf. I'm gonna keep playing it. It's not like I'm pissed off at it and not gonna play it, but I think I'm definitely gonna keep playing until Skyward Sword comes out, and then I'll switch between the two.
Yeah, for sure. Me too. I've probably played. I think I beat everything like maybe Sunday night or Monday, and I've played every day since. At least like when I'm like going to bed, I've just brought my Switch in bed and played a few games.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely enjoying it. And yeah, it's a solid golf game. This is what I mean. In the end, I really just wanted Mario Golf, and that's kind of what we kept saying. Like when we were hyping it's funny because we were like hyping this game up for so long. And, anytime anyone was like, "Oh, there could be criticism or anything, it could be not good,"
we were like, "Shut up!
It's golf with Mario. It's gonna be good."
Yeah,
and like, and I mean, it is what I wanted. It's just now that we have it, I'm like, I wish there was a little more.
Yeah, no, it's good. It's not great. It's not amazing. It's good.
Yeah.
It's not bad. And that's the important part. It's not bad.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, I feel like we've kind of been rambling and saying the same stuff over and over. So I don't know if we got much more. Is there anything you have to say?
Not about Mario Golf.
That's what I was gonna say. Is there any is there anything else? Any news? Any games you've been playing besides Mario Golf?
I went back to FIFA 21 on my Xbox
Nice.
Series X a little bit, played that. But no, since last week it's mostly been Mario Golf, and really looking forward to Skyward Sword HD and obviously Metroid Dread. It feels like Nintendo is definitely marketing Skyward Sword pretty heavily and Metroid as like big releases, which is kind of awesome, I guess.
Yeah, and we can maybe touch on this. This will be an entire episode, but just kind of touching on it clearly seems that Skyward Sword has to have some connection to Breath of the Wild 2. I mean, I feel like that's got to be why they're going to push it no matter what. It's a Zelda game. But with that first scene in the trailer of Breath of the Wild 2, with him falling from the sky in the exact same way that he falls in the sky in Skyward Sword, there's definitely a connection.
Yeah, every commercial I've seen for Skyward Sword HD, they have that shot of Link falling through the sky with like spread eagle, like just falling. And it's not a coincidence that is the opening. Not the opening, but like a main shot in the sequel to the Breath of the Wild trailer that they have up on YouTube right now. There's definitely a parallel there that they haven't talked about yet.
Yeah. So, I'm excited as well. I'm definitely ready to play Skyward Sword. I what did I do today? I did something. I was thinking about it today, where I was like looking up. I watched like a review on Skyward Sword just because I like have not played it in so long, and yeah, I'm excited. The more I've thought about playing it with the right stick, I think it's gonna work.
Yeah, just keep talking yourself into it.
I've come to the conclusion. I've just been like taking my Switch and being like, okay, so if I'm assuming and I think we talked about this in the last one, but I'm assuming the way it's gonna work is it's gonna become your sword when you're locked onto something. So I'm thinking that because otherwise it'll be the camera.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking if you're locked on, then you move with the stick whichever direction the enemies kind of have openings, and I don't know. I think it'll make sense. I think it's gonna work. I'm excited.
Yeah, it can't be bad.
Yeah.
Nintendo wouldn't do us dirty like that.
Just rag on Mario Golf after we hyped it up for so long. And it's like, yeah, but this one's gonna be great.
We're both too emotionally attached to Nintendo to make rational decisions.
100%
is the problem, and I think we've owned up to that in many episodes.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I don't know. I got nothing else today.
Cool. Yeah, me neither. So thank you guys for listening. If you are listening and you haven't picked up Mario Golf, I don't know about you. I would recommend doing it, even if it sounds like we don't think you should.
Yeah, I pre-ordered it, downloaded it a few days in advance, and I'm not upset with that decision. I'm glad that I have it.
Yeah, me too. So yeah, thank you guys for listening. My dog is doing something right behind me. Oh, she's barking at herself in the mirror.
Nice.
And so yeah, make sure to follow us on Twitter at GM Games Podcast. Is that what it is?
Yep, at GM Games Podcast. You could email us at goodmorninggamespodcast@gmail.com. And yeah, I think we're gonna switch to a Friday release for episodes probably.
Yeah.
And yeah, feel free to hit us up, Twitter or email.
All right. Thank you guys for listening, and have yourself a great rest of your day, and we will see ya.
We'll see ya.